the 2011 update to our town's open space and recreation plan, residents expressed strong interest in maintaining Lunenburg's rural character and improving access to and use of its existing open space inventory. Using this information, the Open Space Committee developed a strict set of criteria to assess open space acquisition opportunities to assure that only the most important lands are considered for purchase by the town. The property under consideration at May 3rd town meeting is known as the Lane land. The Lane family has owned their 308-acre property along both sides of Holman Street, Chase Road, Northfield Road, and Gilchrist Street since the 1950s. The Lane property has significant open space resources that are heavily concentrated on the easterly side of Holman Street. The easterly portion of the Lane property contains state-designated core wildlife habitat and critical natural landscape. These hemlock twigs littering the ground are not evidence of a recent ice storm. Instead, they're evidence of a porcupine that has been feasting in the hemlock trees above. On today's site walk alone, I've seen evidence not only of this porcupine, but also of river otter, white-tailed deer, wood duck, great horned owls, red fox, and coyote. The Lane property and the adjoining 280 acres of town forest are a substantial block of conservation land that together provide home to many, many different woodland species, including those not seen that often. An occasional black bear and even a moose are known to utilize this property. This is truly wild land and truly part of Lunenburg's rural character. Over 1.25 miles of the Mulpus Brook and 2 major tributaries come together on the easterly portion of the Lane property. The Mulpus Brook flows clean, clear, and unencumbered through the Lane property. It carries a great deal of water, which is home to the native eastern brook trout, which requires high-quality water to sustain itself. That high-quality water also provides the main inflow to Hickory Hills Lake and other aquatic resources downstream. It is an essential part of the Lunenburg landscape. Possibly most importantly, the easterly portion of the Lane property shares direct connectivity with Lunenburg's 280-acre large town forest. The large town forest currently has no road frontage, no parking area, and no practical way for the public to access it for recreational purposes. The easterly portion of the Lane property has frontage on Holman Street and Gilchrist Street that can provide direct public access to the Lane property and the adjoining large town forest, allowing for development of a small parking area to facilitate the public's use and enjoyment of this incredible resource. Existing trails on the Lane property are one of its greatest assets, allowing the public to find their way deep into the Lunenburg woods. The Lane family put the 308-acre property up for sale last summer with an asking price of $2.55 million. With the prospect of the property being sold for development, a coalition of town boards, including the Board of Selectmen, the Planning Board, the Conservation Commission, and the Open Space Committee, formed a team to proactively engage the seller in negotiations. The goal of that team was clear: develop a conservation strategy that protects the most important resources in a fiscally responsible manner. Working tirelessly since October, that team is proud to bring forth an opportunity to protect approximately 170 acres of the Lane property located on the easterly side of Holman Street for town meeting consideration on May 3rd, for a direct cost to the town of no more than approximately $250,000. The article on the warrant will seek town meeting approval for the acquisition of the property and will be contingent upon receipt of a state grant that will reimburse the town for up to 64% of the acquisition costs, with a maximum grant award of $400,000. If approved, the town would bond the balance of the acquisition costs estimated to be less than $250,000, beginning in fiscal year 2016. The Finance Committee has reviewed this proposal and has unanimously supported it.
We hope you'll join us for one of the 2 scheduled site walks that will be happening in advance of town meeting. We'll be getting together on Saturday morning, April 19th, and the week following, April 26th, meeting at 10 a.m. at Holman Street between Northfield and Chase Roads, where the bridge has been closed. We'll meet there, take a short hike, and I'll answer any questions you may have. I hope to see you there.